Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now, for those of you who have been on my channel for a while, you would know that on Sundays, or most Sundays, I use that time as a time to reflect. And I make a video to teach and to enlighten and to awake my people. Because really and truly, that is one of the main purpose of this channel. To bring black people or Africans up to a certain level of awareness. Now, the election that had just gone in the United States has taught me certain things. It has taught me that a vote is a very dangerous privilege to bestow on a black man. And when I use the term man here, I use black people, I mean black people on the whole. Because in some respects, it is like giving a toddler a loaded gun. The video will not have mass appeal, nor will it go viral, because actually I'm out of my nearly 19,000 subscribers, and of the 2005 who will eventually watch this video, only my top 200 people or 180 people is going to watch this video to the end. And of course, those are the people I'm trying to reach, the top thinkers. Of course, the video is open for anybody to freely watch, but I just know the amount of people who have the level of awareness to watch it through. And before we go any further, let me run with some people and tell them, say, nobody waste them time here. So there are some people that keeps telling me, say, listen, your video them too long, don't make them so long, and don't bother with it, go round and come round the corner, just get to the point. Honestly, if that's the way you feel, then this video is not for you. As a matter of fact, this channel is not for you. First of all, I'm trying to gather the most concentrated set of thinkers on YouTube in one place, and that's right here. And if you find my presentation too complex for you, then this channel is definitely not for you. You have to be thinking on a more sophisticated level in order to stay here. And here is the reason why my videos are 3 to 18 minutes long. My videos normally comes in 3 segments. The first segment is to lay the groundwork. It's to lay the foundation, because if I'm going to convey information and teach people things, if I don't give them a context, the grounds on which I am going to relay the lesson or convey the lesson, you will end up not understanding the lesson because it had no foundation for you or a reference point for you to use to understand what I was trying to say. Now, the second part of my videos is to state all the facts and use all the premises that are available and lay them all out for everyone to see. And then the third and final segment is where I draw the conclusion that is based on what we had discussed in part 1 and part 2. And then we see what lessons can be learned from the video. So for those people who only watch the first 2-3 minutes, go over TikTok, because trust me, waste of time being over here, because it's only at the end will you really learn and get the empowerment that were meant for you by watching my videos. Yeah, most of you would have left by now anyway, even though we are not even 5 minutes in. And for those of you who are still here, I just want to say this. None of what I'm saying here are little irrelevant asides. Everything I've said from the start of this video is relevant to the story and to everything I'm trying to convey in the end. So stick with me a little longer. I know that some of you, if not all of you, have heard the saying, he who knows and knows that he knows, he is wise. Seek him. And you see those wise people, they are over here, they have subscribed, and they do appreciate my videos because they seek out the advisor, because they seek out people from which they can learn and which they can convey knowledge. He who knows not and knows he knows not, he is a baby. Teach him. Now, such people will come over here because they know that there's a lot they have to learn and they want to learn all the things that they don't know. And they'll come over here to learn. And the final part says, he who knows not and knows not, he knows not. I won't describe him. You guys will know that person. He won't come on here and stay over here because him feel him don't know everything and him done set in him ways and he has nothing to learn here, so he won't come over here. I will run as him come because there's nothing here. And that person is for TikTok. Now, let's go into the knowledge that I'm trying to convey in this video. And here, I'm going to tell you things about me. Personal things about me. Because I'm going to use myself as the subject for the lesson of this topic. So if you want to know about the personality or character of the advisor, this is where you get into my mind, into my brain, into who exactly I am. 1. I am convinced that there are only 2 genders, male and female. And these genders are assigned at birth. As a matter of fact, I go further than that and say I do not think that genders are assigned at birth. Genders are assigned at conception. Because the minute a sperm cell with either a X or a Y chromosome meets that egg, even before it starts to divide, the gender has already been assigned, and it's assigned by nature. So gender is assigned at the split second of conception. I believe that boys are boys and that girls are girls. Boys cannot be girls and girls cannot be boys. So I don't believe in gender fluidity, that you can just make up your gender as you go along and switch between different genders and all of that. I do not believe that men should be able to dress as fairies and go read storybooks to children in kindergarten. I do not believe that men should consider themselves as women and dress up as women and go use the same bathroom as little girls. I do not believe in abortion. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but on the broad sense, life begins the moment the X or Y chromosome from the male meets the female egg. I won't go into the long discussion on that, but it is an incontestable fact that life begins at conception. Human life begins at conception. I believe that anal sex is wrong. It is hygienically wrong. It is biologically wrong. It is pathologically wrong. And we can test and prove that it is plain and straight wrong. I do not believe in LGBTQ plus UVXXYZ or any of those kinds of alphabet behavior. I refuse to go against nature.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Now, these positions are positions that are innate to my nature. I stand by these positions. They are not flexible and they are non-negotiable. In other words, I know who I am from a moral standpoint. Because everything I've said here has to do with morality. Now, listen to me carefully. And I challenge anybody, anywhere on planet Earth, to denounce the following statement. It is your moral convictions that should decide your political position. Because if it is your politics that decides your moral stance, then you had no moral convictions. You are not even a moral agent. So the question is, how different are you from a pastor who leave a brothel Saturday night and come preach about fornication on Sunday morning on the pulpit? Now, if I'm going to choose a political party to support, having known who I am, wouldn't I seek out a party who does not ascribe to any of these things?
I can't vote for a party that is for all kind of sexual perversions. I can't do it.
If I'm going to align myself with a political party or with a religion, which are the two greatest forms of mind control, I am going to go for the political party or the religion that does not cater to these. I'm going to go for a religion that supports my moral stances in life. Yes, it would have to support the ethics and principles and basic standards that makes up my personality. Now, here's the crux of the matter. Most black people in and out of the United States supports the same values that I do. So what is puzzling me here now is, in the past 15 to 18 years, the Democrats is against every single one of the values that I support. They support gender fluidity. You can change your gender to any damn thing you want. They don't know how many genders are there, because last time I checked it was 2,870 and climbing. Boys are not necessarily boys and girls are not necessarily girls. Operations can be committed on minors. If they're minor children, if they want to change from boy to girl or girl to boy. And men in prisons can decide to be the other gender and the government will pay for the operations. Egg One platform and one of their greatest flagship program is the ripping out of babies from women's bellies. And of course, they support LGBTQ to the max. Every depravity is what the Democratic National Congress support. No, those are facts. Let's face it.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Now, here is why I say black people are lost. Despite that party being the most depraved political organization on planet Earth, they are prepared to support them even though it does not represent any of the values, moral and ethical and principled values that they have in life. Now, I've always said, and I cannot say it often enough. Religion and politics are the two greatest forms of mind control. It makes you support and hug up and love everything that is antithetical to who you are. It will make you support murders, thievery, corruption. I don't have to say it will make you become everything and support everything that's against who you are as a person. Guys, last night one of my favorite fans one who no left me out no time, although me have quite a few, but he made a comment last night, and I said today this comment is perfect for the video I'm making. He said, when people are living in denial, reality means nothing to them. Godfrey Jones, let me repeat what you say. Godfrey Jones, I saw him name. He said, when people are living in denial, reality means nothing to them. So for most blacks, they support the values that I support, but they are willing to deny every single value that them same one support, because they had already pre-assigned themselves to a political party, and therefore once I'm with this party, I am willing to compromise all my values, all my ethics, all my morals, all my principles, because this is my political party. People, you see how dangerous that is? I, on the other hand, I went for a party that supported none of that nonsense. I went for a party that was less depraved. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Jamaican. I have no vote in the United States. But I will support decency wherever in the world it occurs. Now, for you people who support the values that I support, you don't need to look into yourself. Look into yourself and ask yourself, do I really stand for anything? Is standing with a party and support a political party that is championing everything which against my values, is it right? Look at the man in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, Donald Trump. Tara. But I tell you this, and this is fundamental. Nobody in the executive or on the executive of the DNC has more than 2 children, and most have 1 and some have 0. Because, of course, killing babies from the womb is a form of birth control. Now, something else about me. I'm a father of 6 boys. I could have convinced any of their mothers, well, probably, to kill them in the womb, but see them there, strong, healthy men. Look at Donald Trump, the only president in US history to have 5 children. And I don't want to come tell me, say, that a Donald Trump make uno cause this or make uno do that. Every man is responsible for his own sin. And don't tell me about Donald Trump. He is by no means perfect. But anybody who does not support the depravity that you support, most of you against your better wishes, doesn't that make you dangerous? You wouldn't want a full-grown horse-steering man dressed up in a pink leotards and lipstick and go use the same bathroom where your little girl kids using, yet you support the party that is championing that. You know that there are only 2 genders, and you support a party that thinks that gender are no nothing. Regardless of how you're born, you can be any damn thing, and if you don't like what you're born with, just fly in a god face and go cut out your seed bag or so, and put in whatever else is there. Cut out your Pimp PM and turn it in a pum pum. Oh yes, for those of you who don't know, some parts of Clarendon, yes, the male organ is also called a Pimp PM. Only Clarendonians have heard use it, but I don't know if anywhere in Jamaica else use it, but you can't tell me. So, all of you, those Democrat supporters who voted for depravity, do you ever stop and look into yourself? Is that really who you are? Or you just choose a party and then let the party decide what your morals were going to be? And you are willing to support such depravity because of your blind hatred for another human being, even though he does not support any of those depravities. I think black people should take time to reflect and ask yourself, is this who I am? Is this who I really am? Most of you won't even take that time because you're too far gone. But for those of you who would stop, just stop for a moment and think. And I'm not sending anybody over to like Donald Trump or even vote for the Republican. All I'm saying, why would you mix up with depraved people if you are not depraved? That's really all I'm saying. So that just goes to show how dangerous politics is, just like religion. As a matter of fact, some of the people who are supporting all the depravities in the Democratic Party are staunch Christians, Bible bashing Christians, but are willing to go against their God, willing to go against their Bible, willing to hate with a passion others because they have sold their soul to a political party, and whoever the party says to hate, you hate, and any principle or program that the party tell you to love, you just love. And that's the reason why politics and religion are dangerous. And that is the reason why they are the ultimate forms of mind control. And those are just some things to think about. Guys, thanks for listening. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.